This is your report from Jang Si-hyuk's group. This is the census. President Trump has not directly ruled out the possibility of declaring a national emergency over the 2022 and 2026 midterm elections, causing significant repercussions in American politics. This remark is drawing particular attention because it goes beyond simply expressing dissatisfaction with the election system and suggests the possibility that the federal government may intervene more strongly in the election process. The controversy centers on the Save America Act. This bill requires proof of U.S. citizenship when registering as a voter in federal elections and mandates the presentation of a photo ID at polling stations. President Trump and the MAGA faction within the Republican Party argue that these measures are essential to increase the credibility of elections, but the Democratic Party and some election experts strongly oppose them, saying they could make it harder for people to exercise their right to vote. The Senate has delayed action on this bill until after the August recess. The Senate will reconvene on September 14, and President Trump has said he may use executive measures if the bill fails. In particular, during the interview, conservative commentator Wayne Root argued to the president that he could declare a national emergency, require photo ID and proof of citizenship, and propose mail-in voting, all without needing the support of the Senate. President Trump did not deny this. President Trump said stranger things could happen, but didn't give specific explanations. This remark has sparked debate in American politics over what executive actions President Trump may be considering. The Trump administration is already clashing with federal courts over mail-in voting. President Trump told the United States Postal Service to consider holding mail-in and absentee ballots lacking voter list details, but several states and federal courts blocked this. Although an appeals court lifted some of the restrictions, giving the administration room to push its policy, in some areas, previous court rulings are still in effect. If a national emergency is declared, the main issue is how much the president can intervene in the election. Since state governments largely oversee U.S. elections, the president would need a separate legal basis to use a national emergency to put the entire midterm election under federal control. There is also a way for Congress to block the president's actions through a joint resolution, but it may require a vote that overrides the president's veto, which is not easy politically. As the U.S. midterm elections near, a major dispute is emerging over authority over election administration and the president's executive power. It's still unclear if President Trump's recent comments constitute a declaration of a national emergency. However, the very fact that the president has publicly mentioned invoking a national emergency is causing significant controversy in American political circles.